my name's Bill Beagles and I'm here to tell you about the educational courses that we're running for OSTC. I've been a derivatives trader for the last 25 or 30 years, starting out in the open outcry markets of London before moving on to various European exchanges. The courses that we run cover everything to do with derivatives, from the basics of futures right through to the most complex option strategies and how they can be used for hedging. Our courses are interactive. We try to give delegates the opportunity to ask as many questions as possible, to offer their own scenarios that we can react to, and so we can talk about just about anything relating to derivatives. My focus is on practice, how we use these things. You can find textbooks full of formulae and complicated mathematics explaining derivatives to you. I come from entirely the opposite direction. I am a trader, and I come at it from the perspective of how we actually want to use these things, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Our courses are aimed at anyone who is interested in using the derivatives markets, predominantly for hedging, right the way from those who have no experience of these markets through to far more experienced staff. We cover all major sectors and all major asset classes, from financial through energy to commodities. Whether you are an individual trader just starting out or managing a team of traders or hedgers, these courses would be suitable for you. A lot of people think that derivatives are a relatively recent phenomenon, but actually they've been around for thousands and thousands of years. But it was really in the 1970s that the huge explosion in derivatives use happened. We had a series of economic shocks with the oil price, we had deregulation of markets, and there was a huge explosion in the use of derivatives. Lots of people are scared of derivatives. In particular, lots of people are scared of using options. And that's because there have been a number of very high-profile disasters in the financial world that relate to derivatives. The fact of the matter is that derivatives can be used well or they can be used badly. The kind of cliche that we usually use is that derivatives are like electricity. Very useful as long as you know what you're doing. Very dangerous if you don't. Well, the answer to that for me is find out about them and understand what you're doing. That's the point, okay? In relation to content, we move from introductory concepts right through to more complicated ideas and ways of using futures and options. We predominantly cover the way in which options can be used for hedging in the real world, explaining how derivatives are effectively a toolkit for hedgers.